Good evening, Tomcat fans, and welcome to tonight's edition of Tomcat Football, live from George County High School here in Lucedale, Mississippi, as the sun sets behind us. I am Wayne Fleury alongside Todd Miller and our cameraman Nolan Scott here tonight to bring you all the action as the Tomcats continue their march through this preseason. Coach, good to have you back. Been missing you, man.
Feels like I've been all over the country.
Yeah, I think you have. You went out west, you went up north and
east,
east and all that. You well traveled, got a few miles under your belt.
Yeah, it's great to be back in George County. Hadn't played them in a while.
That's right, been a minute. But first, I want to know what'd you enjoy out west? I know you went to Yellowstone. You went to Grand Tetons.
We started off in Jackson Hole and enjoyed the Great Tetons. Spent a couple days there. Then we drove 30 minutes to Yellowstone. Stayed 3 days there. Then we drove up to Montana and stayed a couple days in Glacier National Park. If I had to do it all over again, I would just drive straight there.
Straight to Glacier?
Yeah, the views are just amazing, and it's just unbelievable. But listen, after about 8 days, it was time to come home.
Time to come home. I got you. The last time I was in Montana, I thought I was going to freeze to death on the back of a motorcycle in April with ice forming on my windshield and very little winter clothing. I'll put it that way.
Bless you.
We got delayed by a week on that trip and neglected to check the weather. But nonetheless, we made it back. And
he was tired of the bison burgers, huh?
Well, you know how it is. But it is some beautiful country up there. I have a good friend that has a home in Darby, Montana, and just a little bitty town, not much bigger than – well, I don't think it's bigger than Wiggins. And it's in the Bitterroot Valley up there just south of Missoula, Montana. And let me tell you what, there's some pretty country up there.
That it is. We love mountains.
Yeah.
And so we got to see some of God's creation. So.
Well, amen. Good to have you back here with us tonight as the Tomcats continue their march. 1-3 so far on this campaign this year, and of course been without Xander Howard the last couple of weeks. Did see him out there warming up. He had his pads on, but will he play tonight? That's still up in the air. I don't know what Coach Aycock has in store for him. Does he hold him off for one more week? Is he going to play tonight? What's going to happen?
Well, I had a little inside information Tuesday at our college gathering at the church. Got to talk with his older brother, who's the field goal kicker for Gulf Coast Community College. Mm-hmm. He said he was going to be out a couple of weeks. So, but he was warming up, and he looked pretty good tonight. So
he didn't look like his hand was bothering him at all.
No, he had some zip on them throws, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And he did have pads on.
He did.
And that might have just been what do they call that, a tactical diversion?
Tactical, yeah. and listen, Aiden, excuse me, Aiden Green is chomping at the bit to receive the handoff rather than give it away.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It puts a lot more pressure on him, and the defense can pretty much key on him, whether he's going to run it or throw it. They're after him, and so at least with your bona fide quarterback back there, you don't know, at least for a couple seconds which way to go, so that gives him that little bit, maybe a step or two, and sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, and listen, I can't wait till he gets back because that's going to open the offense even more and give guys like number 2, Jaden Collins, and number 3, Avion Stringfield, our 2 wide receivers who have blazing speed. That's just going to make our offense even better.
That it is. Well, the Tomcats and Rebels will have to wait a few minutes as it is homecoming here for George County tonight. Their maids are progressing. We do have a Stone County alum in the court here tonight. Brad Solomon and his freshman daughter is out there.
Well, no one's in the bleachers because they have about 30 maids.
Yeah, they got a bunch of them. Yeah, 7th grade, 8th grade maid. I'm gonna zoom in on Brad Solomon here. I know we got a lot of folks over there that know Brad, and so I'll give you an opportunity to see Brad and his freshman daughter. There he is right there, Brad Solomon, and he's a graduate of Stone High School. Played a little baseball in his day over there, and so
notice the daughter's sporting the blue.
Yeah.
The blue dress.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe a little Stone heritage there for Brad. But got to see Brad's parents, John and Pat Solomon. They're in the audience here tonight, and they were making sure they let us know that their granddaughter was going to be part of the homecoming court.
They were the only ones in the bleachers.
They had to get there early and get the prime seat.
Prime seat.
All right, so the Tomcats coming off a heartbreaker, I guess you could say, but kind of, expected at the hands of St. Martin. I mean, again, you're taking on a big school, coach, and you're down to your backup quarterback. And the Tomcats did well the first half, but with the depth that St. Martin has, and, I think they just wore them down.
Well, if you can imagine a room with about 12 bunk beds in it and just a bunch of men snoring, I was able to get on YouTube and rewatch the game, and I probably stayed up to 1 o'clock. And listen, we played tough, but, man, listen, give it to St. Martin. They got a young team, a sophomore quarterback who played well beyond his years, had a pretty tough defense too. Just goes to show you, I mean, Stone, when they schedule preseason games, when we say preseason, pre-district games, we don't shy away from the competition.
Well, and I say, I'm a big advocate of that. It only makes you better,
right.
I mean, you're fighting and clawing against bigger schools. They've got deeper rosters, and, I mean, it's just tuning you up for your district games. And when you take on better competition, it makes you play better.
Yeah, and so next week we will get into region play. And
that's the week after, I believe.
The week. Yes, Stanislaus is next week.
Yep,
and
Stanislaus is next week, and then they'll open up at home against Wayne County,
who George County played last week and defeated for their only win.
Okay.
28-21.
Yeah, George County struggling a little bit this year too, but looking back at the St. Martin game, Coach, the Tomcats could only muster 96 yards of offense that night. The Yellow Jacket defense just able to contain Aiden Green, just 7 of 14, 40 yards in the air, 13 carries, just 32 yards on the ground. And so I'm telling you, when they key on you, it's tough. It makes it tougher.
Well, I noticed that number 5, that defensive end who's committed to Ole Miss.
Right. Toddy, by the way.
He had his hand on Aiden several times.
He did. He did. He was a beast to handle, that being Jaden Curtis. And so, as you think about the competition they're taking on, the Tomcats have always fared really well against dandy dozen athletes and things of that nature. They've done well against them.
Yeah, the running back from Quitman a couple of years ago at Stone, they shut him down. I think he held him to 11 yards maybe.
Yeah, and I don't even want to go there because that was a bad outing.
The next year.
yeah, that was a bad outing. But nonetheless, the 21-3, the final score. The bright spot, I say a bright spot, Ren Hendricks hit a 32-yard field goal. And, Coach, we were watching him here as they were warming up earlier. He let one go from about midfield that looked – you couldn't have threw it any prettier, and it had about 4.5 seconds worth of hang time.
I think so. He can punt the ball as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ran into his grandparents at Whataburger about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Sure did.
They love coming to watch him play, and Coach picked him up over the summer.
Yeah.
He said, Coach, give me a chance.
And he did.
Yeah.
All right. So as we look forward to the Rebels here tonight, the Tomcats taking on, again, a much bigger school, deeper roster, and, they're not the George County of the past.
They are not. All the great ones, I think the last one they had was a big defensive tackle here. Went to play at A&M, and now he's playing in the NFL. Of course, Johnny.
Well, didn't they have a wide receiver like a year or so ago or something like that?
The name Freifogel, they've had some good ones come through here, some athletes.
That they have, and they've got, some future talent, I'm sure, coming this way as well. But the Rebels struggling a little bit this year so far. They, like you said, just won their only game against Wayne County last week, and so I think
which is surprising because Wayne County started off pretty well, I think 2-0, and then lost to George County, so that was kind of surprising.
Well, the Tomcats are hopeful to get in the win column here tonight, and hopefully they can do well against George County, and then St. Stanislaus next week, and then district play with Wayne County at home 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah, Stanislaus, they have been struggling, to
Badly.
say the least. And sometimes you need a game like that to get the confidence up for the kids. And, yeah, so our homecoming's out of the way. How did that go?
Well,
Homecoming festivities.
Homecoming festivities were great. I mean, we recorded it and broadcast it for everybody on a separate little video, and so it's posted on the YouTube channel if anybody wants to go watch it, and able to bring that to the fans of Stone High School. George County's homecoming just about done. We got one more made, and then we'll crown us a queen, and we'll turn our attention to some football.
I tell you what, with Thanksgiving right around the corner, I felt like a turkey up here pregame being basted.
Yeah.
But that sun went down, and it feels awesome right now.
It does. It feels really good. A little cool front came through last night. We actually got some rain in the area, and so maybe not so parched, but it has been very dry. Speaking of the weather, overnight tonight are currently here in George County. The WLOX weather bug says it is 80 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at about 3 miles per hour, humidity down to 62% here, Coach. And we should be headed for an overnight low of about 64 degrees just before daylight tomorrow morning. By the time we're done here, it should be down in the low 70s.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Me and you both. No chance of rain for the next, let's see, 4 or 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Next Friday, we got a 20% chance of rain. High temperature next week only in the low 90s.
You know, we're living on the creek right now, and when I say it's ankle deep, it is ankle deep.
Yeah. And that's Black Creek.
Yeah, it's Black Creek.
Yeah. All right, so as we look forward to the upcoming football game here in a moment, the last maid making her way out here onto the field being presented. And then we will find out who George County will select as their 2025 homecoming queen. Glad to have you all along with us tonight. I'm sure our audience will grow. YouTube analytics tells us that there have been over how many was it?
7,000.
Over 7,000 views so far this season, and that's just awesome.
Yeah, I was getting my hair cut this afternoon, and so my hair cutter said, "Are y'all going to be on Facebook tonight?" I said, No, we have improved.
We have upgraded. But yep, we are proudly on YouTube, and everybody tells me the video is better, the audio is better, and it's a more stable platform than Facebook. Nothing against Facebook, and we appreciate being able to bring you the action the last few years there. But these are all archived, and you can watch anytime you would like. That'll give us opportunity before we get started. Well, it's time to hear who the queen's going to be, I guess. So let's find out.
We proudly introduce our homecoming queen for the 2025-2026 year, Miss Jordan Sierra Bradley. When she graduates from high school, Jordan will attend Pearl River Community College to continue her athletic career. She then plans to study biomedical sciences at the University of South Alabama. When she completes her medical degree, she plans to pursue a career as a neonatologist. Our principal, Mr. Jason Holland, will now crown our queen.
And there you see the queen being crowned here at George County High School. So our congratulations to that young lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present George County High School's homecoming queen for the 2025-2026 academic year, Miss Jordan Sierra Bradley.
And I used to coach against her father.
Is that right?
Yeah, Coach Bradley was, I don't know if he was the basketball coach here about 3 or 4 years ago. So
I would like to direct your attention to the 50-yard line as our color guard enters the field.
So they don't have a football maid, just a homecoming queen.
I guess. Well, heck, they got enough maids to go around.
The National Flag Cadet Sergeant Tanner Colson. flag, and Cadet Corporal Gage Statham, Trail Rifle. Would you please stand at this time for the student welcome given by Sam Rogers, followed by
Zoom
the
in on
national
that
anthem
flag
played
there,
by
Noah.
our band,
Oh, well, you got
the
it.
pride of George County High School.
Invocation and national anthem coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sam Rogers. I'm a senior at George County High School. I would like to welcome everyone tonight on the game here at Gil Martin Stadium. I would also like to welcome our visiting team and fans who traveled all the way from Stone County tonight. I hope everyone enjoys the game. But now, you please bow your head for a moment as I pray. God, thank you for this amazing day you blessed us with. Lord, we know there's only one way to the Father, and it's through your Son, Jesus. So I ask that you give us the strength and courage to come together as one unified community, building upon one another and worshiping you every single day. Allow the players to play to the best of their ability tonight. Lord, I pray that everything we do it to glorify you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And now the national anthem. All right, well, there you have the national anthem offered by the Rebel Marching Band. And, Coach, I think these homecoming folks are going to have to get out of the way. It's time for football.
Amen. And listen, it's nice to be on a grass field tonight. How about
Yeah,
that?
natural surface here at George County and well maintained. Looks good from our vantage point. We did not get out on the field. Homecoming court will come together for a group photo, and then we'll get out of the way. I see.
What would Jody O'Hara say about the officials praying right there on the 25-yard
Well,
line?
I think that's about the only positive thing he would have to say about that group. They did pray. I think he might even cast doubts on whether the Lord would listen or not. But I don't know if you've looked at your phone or not, but the foot is in the house.
The foot is in the house. Leave it to the foot.
Yep, leave it to the foot. He's got the big screen up. And man, that's a good-looking picture he's got on that screen
Well,
there.
that's a 75-inch right there. Miss Martha making all the money at Pearl River,
Man,
you know.
she's selling all them canned goods and stuff.
Yeah, all his retirement money goes to corn.
I heard he got a pretty good deal on some corn the other day.
That man in Tractor Supply are tight.
Well, as we turn our attention to football here tonight, the Tomcats and Rebels both eager to take the field, and we're eager to bring you all the action here as it is game night. It is a cool night, little breeze up here. The moon is kind of up over our right shoulder here, Coach. 12 minutes on the clock, and we are just waiting. The captain's headed out to midfield. And you've got the roster in your little pad over there. You're gonna have to let us know who's who there.
Captains for tonight. I believe that's number 40 for the Tomcats, Evan Archer. Number 31 is Charlie Pasley. Number 4 is C.J. Griffin. And I can't see the guy on
Looks like 5.
Number 5, we got Jacoby Jones.
Yep. And then for George County, they got somebody out there that's not dressed out. That's 27, which is John Mallett. And It looks like the Rebels have won the toss and they have deferred, and so they will kick off to the Tomcats here to get us underway as soon as the homecoming court and everybody will step aside there and the teams can take the field. Nice job by the homecoming court as Brad Solomon. And I tell you what, his freshman daughter sticks out in that royal blue dress.
She sure does. Beautiful young lady right there. Well, I guess we're going to find out real quick if Xander is going to play or not, because we're going to get that ball.
Yeah, we're going to get the football first here as the Rebels get set to come out of their inflatable box over there on to our right. I'd like to take a moment and remind you of our sponsors here tonight. Of course, Tomcat football brought to you by Ballman's Auto Repair on Highway 49 there just on the south side of Wiggins. Northbound side, directly across from Kennedy Auto. You can find them right there as you come into Wiggins. If you got something that's spitting or sputtering, they can clean it up for you. If it's broken, won't run, and here come the Tomcats taking the field. And you hear the band over on the far side welcoming the Cats to the visitor sideline over there. Also, the Post on Pine got the game on the big screen in there tonight, so hopefully you guys gathered around and ready for a little Tomcat football. Crown Care Communities on Parkway Drive. If you've got a loved one that needs some personal care, no place better in Stone County than Crown Care Communities to offer that. Danielle Sons and her staff do a fantastic job. I know some good friends of mine that have relatives there, and they have nothing but good stuff to say about Crown Care. And also Trinity Funeral Services down in McHenry as the Rebels take the field on the near side. We participated in the senior citizen event out at the Westside Community Center today. I didn't get to make it out there, but Kirsten and Tina was there and met a lot of folks, getting the word out there. There's still folks that don't know Trinity is here to help. We hope you don't need us, but we're here if you do, offering budget-friendly funeral services. We also do pre-needs, insurance, headstones, cremations, burials, you name it. Trinity Funeral Service, a full-service provider in your time of need. Comfort, compassion, and care found only at Trinity Funeral Services, McHenry and Lumberton. All right, our thanks to our sponsors as we get set to get underway here. George County going to kick off to the Tomcats. And we should be underway here in just a moment.
And I tell you what, I think Stone has almost double the players George County has.
Yeah, that's something that is kind of an odd situation for a school of George County size.
I know you've called a lot of big games here.
Oh, yeah.
Back when I used to play Oak Grove and Wayne County, and
yep, we've had some monumental contests here.
Back when you was doing the Friday, what was it called, the Friday night game of the week?
High school football game of the week.
What was that radio station?
WAOY.
WAOY.
All right, we're about set to get underway. I cannot see that number, Coach.
The kicker?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got black jerseys and oof. There's a glare, definitely.
48. And here we go. High and deep. That's probably going to get in the end zone, and it does. So that'll be a touchback. As big number 48, that's Leighton Freifogel. Speaking of Freifogels.
Oh.
And a touchback's the Tomcats going to start on the 20-yard line. First down and 10, no time off the clock, and we'll see if Xander Howard's going to come out here. I don't think he's going to.
Well, we shall see, because they're running on the field right now.
And he is in the ballgame.
He is in the ballgame.
All right, so Xander Howard back in the ball game, and look who's beside him, Aiden Green. Wingers to the right, single receivers both sides, as you can see. And here we go. Tall sweep coming near side. Jaden cuts it up, slips, well, almost slipped out of one tackler. Gained about 3 on the play, be up to about the 23-yard line.
That's that little flip pass right there, and he went around the right side, picked up a couple there. They're going to give him about 4.
Yeah, they're going to mark him up at the 24-yard line, so a gain of 4.
Just a nice, safe first pass of the game. Get his confidence up.
2nd down, 6. Receivers will move over to the left side here for Xander. There's a snap, and this is Green. Green finding room straight ahead and stays on his feet. Look out, turn on the afterburners, but he'll be caught at about the 47-yard line, ridden down at the 42.
Yeah, it looks like he lost his footing around the 40-yard line and just could never get the other foot, or could never get stabilized or balanced, and George County was able to track him down.
So all the way down to the Rebels. Is that the 42 or 43?
42.
That's a 42, yep. Gain of 34 on that play. And so Tomcats moving the football here, getting the first down.
And they're going to go quick.
Collins is out wide to the near side or to the right. Here's Xander's first pass, and he's going to go downfield. Overshoots his intended target, no flag, and he can't believe it.
I can't either. He was definitely held from the back like he had a hold of his jersey.
And
wow.
I think he did. We don't have a replay here, but.
Wow. That was number 9, Josiah Beeben, the intended receiver, and he was kind of held on that play.
Coach.
Yeah.
Can you come over here and operate the camera?
Yeah.
Our cameraman has an urgency.
Gotcha.
All right, clock stopped at 10:51 on the incompletion. And the Tomcats 2nd down and 10 from the Rebel 42-yard line. Doubles left. There's the snap, and here is Green. Green into traffic, and he'll get up to the 40, just inside the 40-yard line before momentum is stopped.
Yeah, nothing right there on that right side for Green. Nice job by the defense right there. Clogged the hole up.
So they'll give him 3 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Cats. If I'd have just brought that little table tonight, we'd have been in business.
Big time.
All right. 4 wide receiver set, empty backfield for Howard. Play clock down to 7. Here's the snap. Steps up, big hole left side, flag comes down, and that's probably in the area of holding as Xander works his way up near the 33-yard line. Would have been a little short of the first down, but it will be holding against the Tomcats.
Xander wants to be careful on the run. Might want to slide.
To be holding against the Tomcats.
We don't need him out again.
So a holding penalty going to back him up 10, and that'll make it 3rd down and 17. I'm actually surprised to see him in there tonight. I thought sure it'd be one more week. But as you can see, he's in the ballgame.
10-yard penalty remains 3rd down, 3rd and long for the Tomcats.
All right, so another empty backfield. 4 wideouts, tight end on the left. Here's a snap, Howard. And screen pass is going to be tipped as he tried to float it out. And that'll fall incomplete. Tomcats going to have to punt here.
Yeah, just a nice defensive play by the defensive tackle. Got his big paw out there, swiped away. Nice call by the Tomcats. I thought the screen pass, like, could have picked up some good yardage there, but nice play by the defender.
Well, a heads-up play by the defensive end over there. And here is Hendricks. Up, high snap, but Wren gets it down. And he's just going to pooch it. Should take a nice Tomcat bounce, and it does. Touched it at about the 19-yard line. And so Wren, a 30-yard effort.
I saw a
and the
flag,
Rebel offense will take over. I thought I did too.
but it's on the sideline. Could have a sideline infraction maybe.
Our official's fixing to tell us. And it was against the Tomcats, they said, a procedure call declined by the Rebels. So George County going to get their first offensive possession here. Now they're sending one unit off and another unit on here.
I think they're going to take the penalty. No?
Well, I'm not sure what they're doing.
I think they're confused.
I know they are.
They don't know which unit to send on the field.
Now George County got nobody on the field.
Okay, here we come.
Yeah, now the offense will make its way out here. All right, so George County starting with a tight formation. Under center is the quarterback. Snap and a toss to the tailback. Right side, and big number 50 just saying, you can't get around me, young man. That's Colton Ladner.
And Colton's helmet fell off, and he'll be replaced. Nice job by the Tomcat defensive line there. They've been starting since they were sophomores. They got a lot of experience. You don't see a toss sweep too often anymore.
You just saw one there. Gain of 3 on the play. They'll try the run again straight ahead. The Tomcats will shut the middle down. They'll pick up 1, maybe 2.
Just a straight dive up the middle. Tomcats pick it up.
Who was that on the carry?
Whoever the tailback was right there.
I think it's number 1. I believe it's number 1. That's Brandon Gaucher. Football just over the 25-yard line. Here's the snap and a little more running room this time. He'll pick up the first down out to about the 34.
Yeah, straight give, followed his blocker, picked up the first down.
First down, George County.
This time out to about the 35-yard line, so a pickup of 9 on that play and a Rebel first down.
Is brought to you by Billy Ticker, State Farm.
Wyatt Spadal, your quarterback. I hope I'm saying his name right. Here's the snap and a give straight ahead again. Tomcats will stop him after a short gain. Shelton, Tariq Noel, I should say.
Well,
They'll get a couple of yards.
Yeah, it's no secret early. George County wants to come out and establish the line of scrimmage.
Yep, only a couple on that one. Second down, 8 coming up here. Another give to the tailback and slip through far side over there. And he'll get across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, had a missed tackle there in the hole, and that allowed him to get to the right side and pick up a first down.
Gain of 9, first down, George County.
Clock stopped at 7:25. So the Rebels picking up another first down here. I think they're going to mark him at the 47, and they do. Another ball carrier, and the Tomcats smell that one out. They'll drop him back at the 45 for a 2-yard loss on the carry that time. I think it's 46. Hard to see that number.
Yeah, I think Big Luster on the left defensive end wrapped him up, threw him for a loss.
I think that's Easton Howell. So Howell dropped for a couple of yards loss. Howell in the fullback slot there in the backfield. Single receivers both sides this time. No passes so far. And another give to Gaucher, and Gaucher is hit. He'll get the yard back to the 26-yard line. So Gaucher, the bell cow so far here in the ballgame.
Gaucher with a carry pickup of 2, 3rd and 10 for the Rebels.
Yeah, they did give him the next yard. Come on across there, Coach.
All right. Cameraman is back.
Yeah, urgent situation handled. 3rd down and 10 for the Rebels. Two receivers near side, and now I hope I'm saying it right. Speedall in the shotgun. There's a snap. Speedall wants to throw it. Looks right, fires right, and the Tomcats had a better shot at it than the receiver did. That'll fall incomplete, and the Rebels' drive will come to an end. They'll have to punt.
Yeah, the quarterback there has to get the ball to that outside shoulder of the wide receiver. That time he just left it in, and the wide receiver had no other choice but to try to become a defender at that point and try to knock it out of Jacoby's hands.
Big games out tonight. Poplarville and Picayune going at it.
Yeah, big one out in Pearl River County.
Hornets up 7-0 early.
Ooh, we know Picayune had a battle last week with Ocean Springs, the top two teams, and whew, I'm sure they are wore out.
Gulfport 2-0 over Pascagoula. So here's the Rebel punt. Snap gets down on the ground, but no real rush. Wow, what a punt. That sails way back. Fair catch call for him made around the 14-yard line. And the Rebel punter looks like 46.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice tight spiral.
It was great. And that's Easton Howell.
D'Iberville leading Harrison Central 14-0. Wow. Out of the gates quick there.
They're going to spot him right on the 15-yard line. So a 38-yard punt, fair caught. Tomcats will take over with 5:50 to go. Here in the first quarter, we will have heat timeouts tonight, but this will be the last week for them, I believe.
Okay. Battle of undefeated tonight. West Harrison at St. Martin. West Harrison up 7-0. I tell you what, they've had a resurgence this year. East Central past Christian, no score. Goshen and Greene County, no score. Van Cleve over Moss Point, 14-6.
Where our hearts are in serving Lucedale for all your urgent and primary care needs.
When you're this way on Score Stream, you get a bunch of Mobile scores.
Oh, yeah. Depends on where you're at. Matt Stats chiming in. West Harrison 7-0 over St. Martin. Battle of the undefeateds.
Yeah.
Somebody's O has got to go.
I don't even pick up Poplarville Picayune on Score Stream.
All right, so the Tomcats, first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Howard back in there.
Jensen Kane's going to go in motion.
And here's Green. Straight ahead run, and Green will get up to the 20-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take 5 yards all day long, every play.
Second down, 5 coming up here. Two receivers left side. Howard going to toss it to Green, and Green will get 1 yard on the left side.
I got to hand it to the defensive back. Came all the way up to trip Aiden up on that left-hand side.
Yep. Stayed at home and got the job done. Third down, about 4 here for the Tomcats.
I'm saying run it behind number 74. He's your biggest.
And play action, and Howard, second pass attempt over the hands of his intended target.
Is that number 9?
Yep, that is 9 out there.
Tried a little slip screen right there, just overthrew him.
Josiah Beeman, that'll fall incomplete.
Punt team's having a hurry on the field.
Yeah, clock stopped at 4:40 on the incompletion. And so here's Ren Hendricks. It's a great snap. Flag comes down again, and Wren, a little better punt this time, going to be fielded or muffed and picked up at the 45. Ran through a couple of Tomcats, and he'll be dropped at the 40 for the Tomcats, oddly enough, by Evan Archer.
I'm glad it was a grass field. I mean, he slung him down.
Let's see what the flag is all about.
I mean, it was thrown right when the ball was snapped, so Same thing happened last punt. If it is on Stone, I would probably decline this. They're pointing towards Stone.
Lord. Yeah, it's going to be a procedure against Stone, but they're going to decline it, I'm sure. Yep.
False start penalty against Tomcats.
All right, so George County getting great field position out of this. 40-yard line of the Tomcats, 2 receivers near side. Now we have a pause for some reason. There's the snap and a give to Gaucher. Gaucher looking for room and slips through. He'll get about 5 on the play.
Wayne, every time you say that, I'm like, no, we're playing George County. Man, just a straight dive right there.
Gaucher with a carry, gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Rebels.
This is what you call an old school offense right here. Kind of nice to see. Quarterback under center.
There's a snap and another give straight ahead, and works his way ahead for about 4 more up to the 29-yard line.
It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it a yard. George County just running the ball up the middle.
And 1 for the Rebels.
Tomcats got to figure out how to slow down the run here, much like the Bulldogs did last night over at Pearl River. Gaucher still the tailback. Spadal wants to throw it. Under pressure, throws it downfield. That's going to be picked off inside the 5 at the 4-yard line by Jacoby Jones.
And that time the wide receiver had no idea where the ball was, but Jacoby did.
Tomcats will take over about the 3-yard line.
He timed his jump perfectly. The only problem was he caught it at and fell at the about 3-yard line. So.
Yeah, well, he was at the 4, but they're going to take another yard away from him for some reason. But the Tomcats take over. 3:06 to go here in the first. No score. 97 yards away. And here comes Xander Howard in the offense. Howard wearing a brace on his right hand. There's a snap, and Howard to Green. Green looking, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 4.
Yeah, stacked up that time. George County defense staying at home, shedding blocks and making tackles after a yard.
2nd down 9 coming up for the Tomcats.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and
Both
9.
teams using the run game early here.
And here's a little inside give. Look out. Found some room and across the 15 out to about the 18-yard line or so. Nice little pickup of a 1st down by Green on that one.
I can't tell who threw that block, but it sprung him. And he was 1 step away from taking it to the house.
Gain of 14, the Tomcat 1st down. Clock moving 2:20 here in the first. No score in the ball game, as you can see.
Stone with a little breathing room right now.
Yeah, get away from that end zone. Howard to Green, and Green sheds 1 tackle, and he'll get up near the 25-yard line. Nice pickup of 7 on that one by Aiden Green.
Yeah, the defender had him around the shoulder pads, but he was able to just weasel out of that. And like you said, pick up 7 strong yards. Gain of a couple. A couple means 7 here in George
Well,
County.
he can't see that far. I'm having to use binoculars.
Right.
And here's Green
Oh,
again.
no,
No, that's not Green. Is that Fairley?
Yeah.
So Marion Fairley. First down for the Tomcats up to the 37-yard line.
Marion brings a little more power. He's still got speed as well.
Picked up 12 on that one. The Tomcats will get a new set of downs here. Clock down to a minute 17.
I think Marion was a little shook up right there. Aiden's going to check back in.
Xander needs to turn around and look at him. He ain't on the field yet. Still plenty of time. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap, and coming near side, nowhere to go. Lose a couple on that one.
Yeah, that time the defenders just outnumbered the blockers, and Aiden had nowhere to go.
Loss of a couple, 2nd and 12 coming up.
2nd and 12 for the Tomcats.
Paige Balcom posted that Ocean Springs players are on the field at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
I would say I'd go check that, but that's too early for me. Snap of the football, 2nd and 12, Howard. And that one's going to be picked off. Easy trip to the end zone. Touchdown, George County. The pick 6, and I believe that's Mark Harvey on the far side.
Yeah, just an out route right there by the slot receiver. And he overshot him a little bit right into the arms of the waiting defender who took it back for a George County touchdown.
So a miscue by the quarterback with 7.6 seconds on the first quarter clock. A miscue by the Stone High quarterback, I should say. And here's the extra point. Fumble snap, and the Tomcats able to block that.
I think it's going to be on George County.
Yeah, procedure call against George County.
Penalty flag on play.
Decline it, huh?
Yeah, decline that joker.
This is a pretty good field goal kicker.
Could be false start against the Rebels.
I guess they can't decline it.
Wow. George County catches a break right there.
Wow. So that'll back them up 5 yards. They'll get to do it again. Another bad snap. And he missed that one. So
Extra point is no good.
Leighton Freifogel missed it, but not his fault. That was a bad snap.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Your score, Rebels 6.
All right, 6-0 Rebels, as the Rebels have scored first here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this.
Well, the good thing for Stone is they are still a touchdown and an extra point away from taking the lead. 7.6 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Give me a break.
Tomcats trailing 6-0 on an interception return for a touchdown. I tell you what, it's nice to see Xander back. You know, he broke his hand first game of the year against Hancock, and so just nice to have him back and have a full offense again.
Well, I don't know if he's got some jitters or what, but had a little more zip on the ball in warm-ups than he has so far here in the game. Here's the kick from Freifogel. Into the end zone, another touchback. Tomcats will start at the 20.
Tomcats will take over on the 20-yard line. First down, Tomcats.
All right, 7.6 seconds to go here in the first. 6-0 George County.
Improvement Center, Lucille Urgent Care. Thank you for your support for George County Rebel football.
Tell you what, they light up every field here for the football game. The softball field's lit up. The baseball field's lit up.
That they do. Parking lot lit up behind us. All right, here's the Tomcats on 1st and 10 from the 20. And Green left side. Tried to follow a blocker or two, and he'll pick up 2, maybe 3.
Green having a hard time going, trying to get cut loose here.
Looks like they're going to mark him down for a gain of 3. That's the end of the first quarter. 6-0 Tomcats. Homecoming night here for the Rebels. Tomcat football brought to you by Trinity Funeral Services with offices in McHenry and in Lumberton. Had a great time, Kirsten and Tina did, meeting all the folks out at the Westside Community Center today for the Senior Expo. Got to interact with a lot of folks, give away some door prizes, and let folks know that Trinity is here to help you in your time of need, but you can pre-plan for it and save yourself even more. You won't find better prices on final expenses anywhere in South Mississippi. Trinity Funeral Services, comfort, compassion, and care, all at friendly prices. Come see us today in McHenry or in Lumberton, 601-928-5558. As we get set for quarter number 2, we'll swap sides. Tomcats will be looking at a 2nd down and 7 from the 23-yard line.
And that was a quick in-between quarter there.
All right, they'll come from our right now, will the Tomcats. Howard in that pistol formation.
Oh. We're going to have a little movement. Left tackle for the Tomcats jumped.
Oh, Lord.
Penalty flag on the play. Give me a false start on the offense.
False start against the Cats. Back them up 5 more yards.
5-yard penalty.
So now 2nd down and 12.
Give me 2nd and 12 here for the Tomcats.
Howard will turn and give to Green, looking on the right side. Stiff arms one Rebel, and he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Tell you what, George County, they're selling out to stop the run. They're doing a pretty good job of it.
Well, Xander hadn't given him a reason not to yet. They're going to give him the 22, so a gain of 4. 3rd down, about 8 for the Tomcats. Inside give and straight ahead up to about the 24-yard line. Going to be short of the 1st down. Tomcats going to have to punt.
Yeah, the play calling kind of will tell you a lot. Right now they're just not, I don't know if they're worried about his hand or whatnot. They're trying to run Green.
All right, so Ren Hendricks. Another crack at it here for the Tomcats. Ren's punted twice so far tonight, averaging about 34 and a half. It's a good snap. Good spiraling kick, going to be fielded at the 45 and trying to find some running room. Tomcats will wrestle him down at the Tomcat 46-yard line.
Oh, Pasley on the tackle right there, but once again, George County, excellent field position.
Here with the return, Rebels going to take over about the 45-yard line. 1st down, George County.
All right, about 10:29 to go here before halftime, and the Rebels will start from the Tomcat 46, 1st down and 10. Single receivers on both sides this time. Shotgun formation. There's a snap and a give to Gaucher again. Gaucher bounces off one tackler, cuts that field, and he'll get a yard or so. A new quarterback in there for the Rebels.
Number 14.
That's Matthew Hendry. Or Caleb Fairley. I'm sorry, Caleb Fairley.
Yeah, our 14 is Matthew Hendry.
Right. I looked at the wrong roster. So he got 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fairley will take the snap and fumble. Tomcats couldn't get to it. The Rebels will fall back on it, back at the 49-yard line.
Like a mix-up on the exchange right there. Ball just popped on the ground.
Yep. 3rd down 13 coming up for the Rebels as I hope I'm saying that young man's name correctly. Wyatt Spadal comes back in. So the Caleb Fairley experiment is done for the moment. Spadal shotgun, 2 receivers right side. There's a snap, wants to throw it, looking right, and now they'll blow it dead. That usually means false start or offside. Yep, offsides on the defense.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
I'm not sure where this is coming from, but my word. Come on, guys. There's the snap. Spadal again, going to fire it out near side. That's way too high. I believe that was Pasley in coverage back there. It is. Charlie Pasley.
Yeah. Wilt Chamberlain would have had a tough time catching that one.
He would have. I don't think he could have made it. All right, so a 4th down and long, and out comes the Rebel punter once again. Back for the Tomcats is Mr. Collins, standing at about the 14-yard line or so.
Always dangerous, Mr. Collins. We need a touchdown. Tomcats have not scored a touchdown in.
Nice high wobbling kick, fair catch call for,
Oh!
and look at what Collins has done.
Oh, when you have to die for it like that. Collins started backpedaling, then came up and dove for it. Ball popped out. George County recovers. Just another turnover.
All right, so the Rebels will just march ahead and pick it up 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Following the muff by Jaden Collins. And like you said, he backpedaled first. Not sure why, but then had to come running hard forward and just couldn't get there. Spadal under center. He'll give it to Gaucher left side, and Gaucher is hit and stopped in his tracks.
Tomcats doing a good job stopping the run. Got a call on the defense right here.
Gaucher to carry, gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9 for the Rebels.
Don't want to give George County a 2-score advantage right here.
Spadal under center. High formation in the backfield. This will be a give to the fullback, and the Tomcats were not fooled. No gain on that one. I believe that's 45, the fullback, Easton Howell.
Yeah, that was the fullback. Just a little dive, but
46, I'm sorry.
Tomcats were ready.
3rd down 9 coming up here. Clock moving, 7:50 and counting here in the first half. Spadal will move back to the shotgun. Gaucher to his right, Howell to his left. Here's a snap. This will be Gaucher, and Gaucher will be stopped. Looked like the ball came out. Tomcats claiming they have it. But no, he had it. He held on to it. He'll pick up yard, maybe 2 or so. So they'll mark him right on the 15-yard line. So a gain of a yard, 4th down and 8. Rebels going to try a field goal here. So Freifogel comes out. This will be a 32-yard effort. Had trouble with the extra point. We'll see what we can do with the field goal. 6:51 and counting. Kick is up, and it is wide to the right.
Looks like they had another bad, either a snap or a hold right there.
All right, 6:44. Tomcats going to take over. 1st and 10. And got about 6:44 to go here and see what we can do with it.
Now, Wayne, that's twice. George County's had excellent field position, but the Tomcat defense has come up big. Mark my word, you remember those two possessions right there. Could come back and hold them.
Could very much. All right, so Xander Howard will bring the offense back out on the field, and now the officials again are moving the football for some reason. Moved it up to the 20-yard line. I think that's after the field goal. So 1st and 10 on the 20. Howard and Green straight ahead. Green sidesteps 1 and gets up around the 24.
Straight give. Was unable to bounce it outside.
On the play, 2nd and 7 for the Tomcats.
Well, they cut him back.
We got one more play before the heat timeout.
Tall sweep near side. Collins looking for room. Stiff arms 1. Tried to split the gap, and he'll get up around the 28-yard line.
It's going to be close to 1st down. Be about a yard short.
Looks to me like he's going to be about a yard short. I gave him the 29. Gain of 6 on the play, 3rd and 1. And that should be the heat timeout. He's going to let them play right on through it. And Green going to find a little room. He'll get the 1st down up to about the 34-yard line.
George County sent a blitzer right there up the middle. I don't know how he didn't tackle Aiden.
I think a little fancy footwork helped him out there. Now they'll take the heat timeout. 5:35 left here in the first. Tomcats trailing 6-0. Glad to have you along with us here on YouTube tonight for this edition of Tomcat football. Several folks chiming in there.
Ocean Springs leading Biloxi 14-0. D'Iberville 28, Harrison Central 0. Van Cleve 21, Moss Point 6. St. Patrick 14, Resurrection 13. Gulfport 12-0 over Pascagoula. East Central 26, Pass Christian 7. West Harrison 14, St. Martin nothing.
Thank you again to those sponsors and your support for George County Rebel football.
All right, well, you're up to date as we come out of the heat timeout here. First and 10 for the Tomcats, 34-yard line. Collins in motion across. Here's the snap. Howard wants to throw it. Going to fire downfield. Got a man open, and it's underthrown. He comes down. No, batted away. Thought he come down with it there for a moment.
The flag was thrown, though. I didn't see any pass interference, huh?
Intended target was Josiah Beeman, and we'll have to see what this penalty marker is all about.
Well, I see Beeman.
Rebels are backing up, holding against the defense.
Beeman's playing a lot tonight. I guess Stringfield's out.
Penalty flag on the play going to be a Rebel defense. Going to be holding on the defense.
way, Tomcats will get a first down. They're on 44.
Yep. 44-yard line, first down, 5:27 to go. Snap of the ball, Howard just going to have to run it himself, and Howard scoots around the far corner, and Xander picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Whew. He put it in Aiden's belly, but he decided to keep it himself. He saw that defensive end crash in.
He got 9. Man, they're going to give him 9.
2nd and 1 for the Tomcats.
Xander in the pistol formation. Here's a snap, and this is Green, right side. Sidestepped a couple of tacklers, and Green up to the 40-yard line. First down, Tomcats.
Tomcats putting together a little drive right here. Offense starting to wake up here.
Gain of 7. Clock down to 4:43 and moving right along.
Number 98, KJ Fairley with a stop there for the Rebel defense. 1st and 10, Tomcats.
There's the snap, and this is going to be a little inside give, trying to get it outside. And Fairley will turn the corner. He'll get up to about the 34-yard line. We'll see where they mark him.
Fairley tried to stiff arm right there. Got good yardage, Joe, about 6 yards.
He did. Picked up 6 on the play.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 now for the Tomcats.
Second down, 4. Tomcats beginning to chew up good yardage on first down here, Coach.
And taking time off the clock.
Here's Howard again on second down. Howard, Fairley, and Fairley going to cut it upfield. He'll have the first down as he gets inside the 30, I think. He went to the far side of the field over there.
And I tell you what, he had a wall of blockers. He was very patient that time and gets the first down.
Picked up 4 on the play and a Tomcat first down.
Like you said, Wayne, offensive line starting to block.
1st and 10, Tomcats. If there are any remaining Hall of Fame members in the stands, please come and meet at the north end zone goal post. Hall of Fame members in the stands, please come.
9 is Avion Stringfield, right?
No, Beeman.
Xander having to scramble, and Xander will get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one. And we have Avion listed as number 3.
Yeah, hadn't seen him yet.
Stop there by number 48.
Well, he was out last week.
Okay, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Shotgun formation this time. Xander going to leave it with Fairley, and Fairley's going to have a little more room straight ahead up to about the 26-yard line or so. We'll see where they mark him down. Picked up about 4 on that one.
Poplarville 14-0 over Picayune.
They're going to mark him.
About 6 there for the Tomcats.
Yeah, I believe they did. They marked him at the 26-yard line. They're down to about 6 here. Two receivers right side for Howard. Man coverage, and Howard wanting to throw it. Going to fire downfield, and nice defensive play as he was trying to hit Collins on the crossing route.
Yeah, you got to give it to the defensive back right there.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
So from the 26-yard line, will we see a field goal attempt? It'd be a long one. And I don't think we're going to. Tomcats going to go here with 1:43. Clock stopped after the incompletion. Single receivers both sides.
Oh, yes.
And, yep, got the defense to jump. So that'll get them 5 yards closer. leave them with 4th down and a yard. So that changes things dramatically.
Yes. With 1:43 on the clock.
So 5 yards closer, now we may have a field goal shot here.
I think we're going to go for it.
Well, Howard left the field, and
You may have
maybe a direct snap coming up here. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Direct snap to Aiden Green.
Now George County's going to call timeout.
Yeah, they hadn't seen that. So, so let's get a timeout and figure this out here. Rebels take their first. 1:43 to go. They lead it by a score of 6-0. And they'll take a moment to think about it. That'll give me a minute to tell you. Tomcat football brought to you by the Post on Pine. Right there on Pine Hill in the old post office building. You need to find them on Facebook. Stay up to date with their calendar of events. They got a lot of things happening there in Wiggins, and football on Friday night for Tomcat football. Everybody huddled around watching the game there at the Post on Pine tonight. Hope you all having a good time. Post on Pine right there on Pine Hill in Wiggins.
Second quarter, 8 minutes to go. Poplarville leading Picayune 14-7. Battle of Pearl River County. Tomcats going to bring the big defensive lineman Luster in to block for Green.
All right, same formation, Green. And Green looking for room. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to get away. Green going to turn on the Jets, and inside the 20, he'll have the first down. And, boy, did he have to run about 40 yards or so to get that one. Man.
Wow.
So a direct snap to Aiden Green, almost broken up by the Rebel defense. But Aiden gets away and gets down to the 17-yard line before he's tackled.
Now the Tomcats got to be weary of the clock.
Yep, minute 30 and counting here.
Well, hats off to Green because George County had him twice.
All right, Xander Howard with a new set of downs. Fairley to his right. This will be Fairley cutting it upfield. Fairley struggles to keep his footing as he's tripped up, but he'll get down to about the 12-yard line, maybe the 13.
I like the little 1-2 punch of Fairley and Green tonight. Coach is doing a good job of alternating.
Pick up 4 on the play there. Second down, 6.
Tomcats will take a timeout.
Minute 2 to go, and the Cats using their first timeout. That'll give us an opportunity to remind you that Ballman Auto Repair there in Wiggins is a proud Tomcat sponsor this season. Glad to have all our Tomcat sponsors, but there are a lot of cars on the road, Coach.
Yes.
A lot of trucks, a lot of four-wheelers, a lot of machinery. Now, I don't know, I don't think he works on machinery, but what I meant by that was motorized vehicles.
Right.
So if you got one that's sick, Dr. Ballman can fix you up. Go by and see James and Melissa there at Ballman Auto Repair, and they can get you back going smooth as silk again. Been in business there in Wiggins for a long time. I'm not going to tell you how long, because that'll tell you how old he is.
Or how old you are.
Shut up. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm enjoying every minute of it, I tell you what. Ballman Auto Repair, proud Tomcat sponsors. Make sure you tell them thank you for bringing you Tomcat football. Second down and 6. Here's a snap and a play action. And got a man open out there, but he missed him. So Howard still not as crisp on those passes, Coach, as he would like to be, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had Jensen Kane out in the flats there. Of course, Jensen come up hobbling. But the good thing, that stopped the clock. 56.8 seconds to go. Ball's at the, 14, 13-yard line?
Yep, 13. I would say a run play to the right to at least center it you know,
Yeah,
56 seconds here.
no one on that right
There's
side.
a snap and a play action inside give. Got it complete. Stringfield, or I'm sorry, that's not Stringfield, that's Beeman, working his way down to the 11. So a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit.
Oh, well, we think now they're being called back.
4th down now for the Tomcats.
Fourth down, and I have it as 4th and 4, and it looks like every bit of that. Tomcats may have taken another timeout here. I would hope so. Well, no, the clock's moving.
Running.
They're just going to let the time go down, I'm sure, before the field goal.
They're going to stop it about the 8-second mark. Well, nope.
12
second
seconds.
mark.
So the Cats will take another timeout. 12 seconds to go here before halftime. We'll see if we can get 3 points on the board, or maybe, don't know if the Tomcats are going to go on 4th down here or not, Coach.
I just go ahead and kick the field goal with only 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, so far the Tomcats are 1 of 1 on 4th down. They're 1 out of 6 on 3rd down. Rebels are 1 of 5 and have not attempted a 4th down effort here.
Well, if you want to see defense, you picked a good night to watch some football, because the offenses have yet to show up tonight for both squads.
All right, so Ren Hendricks makes his way out, and this will be from the left hash. And Hendricks is going to set it down at about the 18-yard line. So this will be a 28-yard effort, well within his range. There's a snap. Kick is on its way. Hendricks
Got it.
has got it.
No,
Oh,
whoa!
what? Are you seeing the same?
Look good to me. Wow. I'm not under the goalpost, so from this angle, it looked good.
Well, he had to have missed it right. I mean,
Had to have.
I'm not going to say anything. It's just best if I don't say nothing. So a missed opportunity for the Tomcats. 6 seconds left here in the first half. Rebels leading it by a score of 6-0. And it looks like a knee coming up here for take us to the halftime locker room.
You know, they put an official under each goalpost, and so I guess they have a better angle than we do.
And Speedall will take the knee, and we'll head to the locker room.
That's the end of the first half. Your score, Rebels 6.
6-0. George County. All right, so the Stone High Band going to come out here and take the field. Coach and I are going to give you guys an opportunity to take a look at them. But first, let's talk about some stats here in this first half of play, Coach, while the band's getting set up. Not a whole bunch to talk about in the passing department. Xander Howard, just 3 of 10, 12 yards.
And those were those touch passes.
Yeah. Beeman has 1 catch for 2. Collins 2 for 10. And running the football green, 14 carries, 90 yards, his longest a 34-yard run. Howard's carried it 3 times for 10. Fairley 5 for 30. So Aiden Green averaging about 6.5 a touch here tonight.
Green has 90 yards. Wow.
On 14 carries.
Wow.
Speedall 0 of 3 in the passing department. Gaucher has carried it 11 times for 43 yards. Speedall 1 for no gain. Caleb Fairley 1 that lost 5, or he was sacked, I should say. And then Easton Howell 2 for -2. So not a whole lot to talk about there. The Tomcats have 8 first downs. The Rebels just 2 so far here in the first half. Rebels are 1 of 5 on 3rd down. The Tomcats 1 of 6. Cats are 1 for 1 on 4th down, and George County has not attempted a 4th down play. Tomcats have 142 yards of offense, 12 yards in the air, 130 on the ground. Rebels have 36, no passing yards, 36 rushing yards. Tomcats have ran 22 rushing plays. The Rebels ran 15. The Tomcats have thrown it 10 times. The Rebels have thrown it 3 times. Penalties tonight, 2 against the Tomcats for 15, 1 against the Rebels for 5. Tomcats have turned it over twice here tonight, and the Rebels have turned it over once. Time of possession, well, let's get the punting averages first. Hendricks, 3 punts, averaging 33 yards. And Howell, 2 punts, averaging 32, so both punters right there together. Some more recognitions taking place here along the sideline. Tomcats have had the football 15 minutes to the Rebels 9. So there's you a look statistically at the first half.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're a defensive coach, I mean, you got to love the way the game's played out so far. Where, I mean, both defenses are playing lights out, but then again, both offenses are kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Stone with the turnovers, once on special teams, the other with the interception, and George County being unable to take advantage of short fields. You know, the offensive coordinators right now are kind of scratching their head, but defensively, both teams are playing lights out.
They're playing well as the recognitions continue. We're at halftime. Tomcats trail the Rebels by a score of 6-0. Coach, you got some score updates you can give us before
yes,
the band takes the field here? I agree with you, Matt. Non-region game, go for it.
All right, Ocean Springs all over Biloxi, 28-0. Diabloville all over Harrison Central, 35-0. St. Patrick 14, Resurrection 13, East Central 13, Pass Christian 14. Gulfport 19 over Pascagoula 7. West Harrison 14, St. Martin 0. Van Cleve 49, Moss Point 12.
What?
49-12 in the second quarter. No score from Stanislaus Mobile Christian. And of course here, George County leading Stone 6-0.
All right, so there's your recap. The Stone High Band is taking the field. We're going to let you listen to that performance here while we get to take a break ourselves. When we come back, we'll take a look at college action coming your way tomorrow. A couple of big games on the schedule tomorrow in the Southeastern Conference.
A couple.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them anyway.
A lot of games.
Yeah. Golden Eagles will be back at home this weekend against Jackson State, I believe.
Jacksonville. Yes.
Jacksonville State or something?
That's Northeast Alabama. So about Talladega.
Okay. All right. So if you want to see a Division I football game here in South Mississippi, run up to Hattiesburg tomorrow. I believe that's a 6 o'clock kick tomorrow evening. Whew. All right, Stone High Pride. Y'all enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, the 2025 Stone High Pride. Tonight the band will perform their marching show entitled Oh Charlie. We would like to thank all of our show sponsors, with a special thanks to our director's level sponsor, the Bank of Wiggins. The band is under the field command of Drum Major Parker Germain and Darcy Ladner. And now, the Stone High Pride. Featured dancers are Kylie and Barry Green. Lead soloist is Miley Bird. And sax ensemble is Katie Freeman, Rennie Seals, Terry Shade, Rory Peoples, Chad Hall, alto sax, Christian Wolkowski, tenor sax, and Nathan Edwards, Barry sax. Guard captains are Malia Davis, Anna Kate Cameron, and Deontay Alexander. The band is under the direction of director bands Ida Mitchell and assistant directors Martin Buckhalter and Cameron Forstieri. Percussion instructor is Storm Borst. Guard instructor is Sarah Morgan. The Pride would like to again thank our director's level sponsor, the Bank of Wiggins.
All right, Coach, there you have the Pride of Stone High School performing for the crowd. I think they did a pretty marvelous job.
They did. The hours they put in each and every day is what makes them great. And Miss Ida Mitchell and her staff, once again, with a all-star cast.
All right, time for the Rebel Band to make their way out here. They were sitting idly by watching all the festivities, so they'll take the field. That'll give us a moment or two to talk a little college football and tell you what's coming your way around the Southeastern Conference tomorrow. As we were talking about earlier, Golden Eagles taking on Jacksonville. Is it Jacksonville or Jacksonville State?
Jacksonville State.
All right. Tomorrow at the Rock, I believe that's a 6 o'clock kickoff, so if you want to make your way on up there. Let's take our gander through the Southeastern Conference schedule. We'll start with the 11 o'clock games on ABC tomorrow. The Fighting Irish going to head down to Arkansas.
Yeah, and looking at the point spread, it's only like a 4.5-point spread. Vegas knows something we don't.
Well, let me just say they don't miss it often.
They don't. I'm going to take Notre Dame in that game, and I'm going to take it by at least 2 touchdowns.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going by last week. Arkansas played pitiful against Memphis.
Man.
So, I don't know. They know something.
All right, we'll see about that one. That one coming your way at 11 o'clock tomorrow, ABC from Reynolds Razorback Stadium there in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Up next at 11:45 on the SEC network, and you don't hear this a whole lot, the 18th ranked Vanderbilt Commodores.
I don't know the name of their coach, but he has turned things around up in Nashville.
He has done a great job, but he has got a little guy up there named Diego that is making things happen.
Well, when you're a seventh-year senior.
that was gonna be my next question. How many years has he played college football?
Going on, what, 6 now? Maybe
I
5?
think it's been, but anyway.
I mean, a 32-year-old is supposed to be more mature than a 21-year-old.
Well, when you think of it, though, he only got 890 yards in, 4 games now?
You know what's going to be really cool? Go ahead.
But the visiting quarterback coming in, Barnes, he's got 982 yards in 4 games as well. Utah State coming in at 3-1.
If Vanderbilt can win this one, they will be 5-0 going to Alabama next week.
And you know what happened last year when Alabama went to Vanderbilt?
Ooh, they still remember that one, trust me.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the odd makers put next week.
Especially when Georgia, continue.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so Utah State at Vanderbilt, 11:45 tomorrow on the SEC Network. Then a 2:30 matchup on ESPN. The War Eagles going to soar out to College Station and light over there at the home of the 12th man and take on the 9th-ranked Texas Aggies.
I felt kind of bad for Auburn last week. They got a couple bum calls.
You know, I was watching the highlights on the SEC Network, and Hugh Freeze can act.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the gestures he was making, and things of that nature. But anyway, they did get a bum rap. And I think the Southeastern Conference even issued a letter on one of them.
They did, but it
don't lessen the sting.
Yeah, the results stay the same.
Yeah. Anyway, Auburn at Texas A&M. That'll be on ESPN at 2:30.
Who you liking that one?
Who do I like?
Yeah.
I like the Aggies at home.
Me too.
I like the Aggies at home. All right, another 2:30 matchup. This one in prime time, and if he was still with us, you'd hear a lot of "Whoa, Nelly" in that game on ABC. Keith Jackson, you remember him?
A little bit.
Yeah.
One of the greats.
Number 4, LSU headed to Oxford, Mississippi. Vaught Hemingway Stadium take on the 13th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels. Both teams at 4-0. And the quarterback controversy continues to swirl in Oxford, as far as I know.
Is it a controversry? I mean, you've had a
I mean, it depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision for Lane Kiffin.
Right.
But Trinidad Chambliss on in relief of Austin Simmons has done fantastically well.
Fantastic.
I mean, I even saw a thing where he's being mentioned in the Heisman Trophy candidate, and I'm like, that's got to be some kind of spoof or whatever it is. But, Simmons, 4 interceptions, anyway.
It's going to be a battle of, LSU is bringing a good defense. The transfer portal and some NIL, they've rebuilt their defense against Ole Miss's offense.
Did you see the price tag of that roster?
Tell the audience.
$18 million.
Woo!
That was admitted by the coach, Brian Kelly. Wow.
Mr. Hospitality.
College football is not college football anymore, but it has brought a lot of parity across the league. There's, but anyway, Rebels and Tigers tomorrow in Oxford, 2:30, ABC, prime Saturday afternoon slot. And the Rebels, the last I saw, was favored by 1.5 points.
Unbelievable.
Man.
I don't even know.
I'm a Rebel fan, and I wish we were the underdog. I think that would give us a little more gumption, but those odd makers, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
And, they don't always get it right, but I guarantee you, they're going to be in the house there somewhere. 3:15 on the SEC Network. Tennessee going to travel down to Starkville, take on your Bulldogs.
Yeah, a lot of people in Starkville are happy. We're a lot better than we were last year.
Well, Levy has got you guys in an unfamiliar spot.
Yeah, 4-0.
4-0, man.
Which is a lot better than 2-10. But, you know, Tennessee's a lot better than the 4 teams we played previously.
Combined. But
so State is going to have to play an almost perfect game.
I mean, anything can happen, and State's got things going their direction, no matter the opponent, you know. Yeah. And if they can keep that momentum going and give Tennessee a run, I think that says a lot for Levy and his team.
I just want to remind the fans to ring responsibly.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's going to happen. All right, Tennessee and State, 3:15 on the SEC network. All right, 6:30 on ESPNU. UMass will travel down to Missouri there in Columbia at Faro Field and take on the 20th ranked Missouri Tigers. UMass at 0-3, so Missouri getting an off week.
They get an off week every week. Who does their schedule?
Next big matchup, 6:30 ABC, following the Tigers and the Rebels. If you ain't worked up enough after that one, it don't get any worse. The Crimson Tide is headed to Georgia.
Whew, it don't get any bigger than that.
I'm telling you, that's a huge one right there. Alabama ranked 17th. When's the last time you heard that one?
Probably 2007-ish.
Yeah, way before Nick Saban.
Yeah.
But Georgia in at number 5. Georgia's 3-0. Alabama at 2-1, of course. And, man, first conference game for the Crimson Tide. Who you like in that one?
You know, I want to say Alabama, but Georgia at home is going to be tough to go against.
Well, the home team always gets a little bit of a nudge, but it is Alabama.
And it is Kirby Smart, so I like Georgia.
All right, so you heard it right there. 6:45 SEC Network, the last Southeastern Conference game tomorrow. Kentucky at 2-1, 0-1 in conference play will travel over to Williams-Brice there in Columbia, South Carolina, and take on the Gamecocks, who are 2-2, 0-2 in conference play.
South Carolina all day long.
Yep. I kind of like South Carolina in that one myself.
Yeah.
All right, so there's your rundown of Southeastern Conference action. Again, the Golden Eagles at home tomorrow evening against Jacksonville State at the Rock. And you can catch your favorite team either on television or in person right up there in Hattiesburg tomorrow afternoon. Still got a band performance to go here. The clock is stopped at 3 minutes to go. And football, second half, coming your way here in just a little bit. Take a listen to the Rebel Band for a moment.
But in his relief, he failed to notice the outlaw. As the spirits faded to dust around him, the cowboy set off once again to find his new home. He crested one last hill, and there it was. The most beautiful valley he and his posse had ever seen. Georgia can defeat me that easily. Your souls are mine. The only soul you're getting is on the bottom of my boot. Then let's dance, cowboy. Ghost Riders, join me.
All right, the Rebel Band entertaining the crowd here with some Western motif. Quite a little skit going on out there. Did you see that?
I thought I was watching Grit.
But they had a little skit going on out there between a couple of folks, and then wound it up with Happy Trails to you.
Yeah, tell you
about
what,
that?
a little Western theme right there.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Even got the saloon doors out there in midfield.
And tombstones.
All right, the George County Marching Band as they head off the field. There's the little tombstone, saloon doors out there. They move that off the field. Lots of props and everything taking place for high school bands and such. As we get set for half number 2 here, Tomcats and Rebels here at George County tonight.
I'll tell you what, I hope we see some fireworks this half. The offenses were kind of held down the first half.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a little bit of offensive output, and Tomcats get back in this ball game as they make their way out of the locker room on the far side over there.
You know, I'm trying to remember the last Tomcat touchdown. I think we were shut out the last half against Poplarville, the whole game against St. Martin, and then a half here. So it's been at least eight quarters since the Tomcats have sniffed the end zone. So I hope we can change that.
Yeah, you have to go back to Poplarville on September the 5th. And of course, we were off last week. All right, we're going to head into quarter number 3 here in just a few moments. Halftime kickoff will come your way, and the Tomcats going to have to kick it away to the Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels deferred, so they will receive. Now, if you defer, does that mean you could choose to kick again? Or, I mean, is there a situation where you could receive the opening kickoff and the second half kickoff?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I mean,
so defer just means you don't want it.
You don't want the ball
You want the second
first.
half.
You want it coming out of the halftime locker room. Kind of a little lull has fell over things here.
And I tell you what, it's already 8:33. A late one.
Nonetheless, glad to have you all along with us here tonight. What about some scores? Maybe you want to update us out there.
Give me a recap of the rivalry game from last night.
Good Lord. We got drug up and down the field in the first half of play. Went into the locker room trailing by a point, 14-13. Got the ball first coming out of the halftime locker room like we always want it. We want to start on defense, get the ball first. Couldn't do nothing with it. Pearl River scored another touchdown, made it 21-13, and that seemed to wake up the Bulldogs, and before you know it, it was 42-21.
I would say you woke up.
Connor Tice got a little playing time last night.
It's good to see
ran
that.
a couple of plays, got a rushing touchdown.
I bet the baseball coaches over there were like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And Pearl River down to their third-string quarterback, and they let him get away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Wildcats have had a tough year. Kerry Metzler, of course, the radio voice of the Pearl River Wildcats for quite some time, was talking to him pregame and postgame, and he was telling me that Keenan Franks, their running back that drug us up and down the field for over 200 yards in that ball game, left the game late in the third, early in the fourth. I can't remember exactly when he left the game, but he did not come back, and they're afraid he may have torn a ligament. And if he did, that would be the 14th starter at some point this season that the Wildcats have lost to injury.
Man.
Of course, Ian Gonzalez last week had the head injury, and I'm talking a critical situation for that young man. But thankfully, he is recovering. The road's going to be slow, so y'all keep the Gonzalez family in your prayers along with Ian.
And, a couple of weeks ago, I saw a Mississippi Delta offensive lineman passed away after a game.
Yep, sure did. And had a Southwest player taken off on a stretcher last night. All right, so we are set to get back underway here for quarter number 3. As the Tomcats will kick it away. Ren Hendricks approaching. And he's going to squib that one along the ground. Muff picked up at about the 21-yard line and finding some running room down the near sideline out across the 40 for the Rebels.
I tell you what, George County has not had bad field position all night long.
And they said that was Fairley. I don't know which Fairley.
Yeah, there's a lot of Fairleys in George County.
There's a few. But back out to the 40-yard line. So once again, the Rebels are going to have good field position to start. And we'll see what Spadal and the Rebel offense can do here. Here's a give to Gaucher out of the tailback slot. He'll get a couple of yards straight ahead, but no more.
Just a ground and pound offensive style from George County.
And they're sticking with it right up the middle. Trying to stay away from Colton Ladner on the outside over here.
They tried, but he dove in there and got the tackle. Tomcats with some big bodies on that defensive line.
Tariq Noel and Ladner anchoring the left side of this defensive line, be the right side for the offense. Here's a snap and another give. He'll go the other side. He's hitting the backfield, but he still manages to get away and get a yard or so, does Gaucher.
Tomcat defense holding their own right now.
Picked up a couple, 3rd down and 6 coming up here. Looks like a long 6 according to the yard marker. But it is 3rd and 6. Two receivers near side. Spadal in the shotgun. He wants to throw it. Got a man swung out here. No, he couldn't make the catch. Wow.
Had the first down.
That was Easton, I believe. 46 over here on the near side.
Great play call, great design.
Yep, Easton Howell could not hang on.
Didn't have a Tomcat anywhere near him.
So that'll bring up a 4th down, and Howell will stand back around the 31-yard line to punt away. Back for the Tomcats, it looks like Fabian Dawkins.
Yeah, number 0.
Now Dawkins is going to come up a little bit.
I think they just
So the Tomcats ain't got nobody back there.
No, they're going to let this one ride.
Skipped across the ground. He is able to get it up and gets away a decent punt. Going to take a Rebel bounce inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. That's where the Tomcats will take over.
Say, what if we'd had a little rush right there? We could have got maybe a block.
Yeah, but if you'd have kept somebody back there to run it, you might could have got a few yards there. Maybe Fabian could have broke it. Tomcats take over 10-21 here in quarter number 3. First possession in the second half, and Xander Howard making his way back out. Green to his left, double wing set. Here's Green, no running room on the right side. Hayden will be stopped for a loss of a yard.
I got to give it to the George County defensive line. They're not very big, but they're making a lot of tackles tonight near the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Loss of a yard on that one. 2nd down 11 coming up here. 2 receivers on the left. Howard will swing it out near side, gets a completion, but he can't break the tackle. That'll lose yards. Back to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, tried to get Beeman one-on-one there, but the defensive back just took him off his feet. So maybe a loss of 1. Yeah, they're going to say lost to 1.
3rd down and 12 coming up.
3rd and long.
So going the wrong direction here. Two receivers right side.
Well, they're giving the slot guy a lot of room right here.
There's a snap, and they'll swing it out top side. Got a blocker in front and could not slip the tackle. Nice open field tackle as he swung it out to Green out of the backfield swing.
Yeah, one thing about George County's defense, they are making the one-on-one tackles. Tomcats are not able to use their athletic ability like they want to.
He was able to get up to the 25-yard line. So he picked up 4 on the play, but it's 4th down and 8, and Hendricks will punt it away again. Great snap, no pressure. Hendricks, wobbly kick, gonna hit the ground and be picked up at about the 37. Trying to find some room, and he'll go out of bounds around the midfield mark.
Well, when we come out, both defenses hold. We've got 2 punts to start the second half, so right now the defenses are winning the battle.
Rebels going to take over on the 50-yard line. 1st down, George County.
All right, Rebels taking over at the midfield stripe. Yeah, I have to agree, Christopher. It was a pretty good halftime show there for both sides. And this is, I think, Fairley back in at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself, try to go out to the left side, and the Tomcats will drop him after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by C.J. Griffin, number 4, linebacker for Stone County. Diagnosing that play and making the tackle after a 1-yard gain.
What'd he do? What'd you say?
C.J. Griffin.
Diagnosed it?
Diagnosed it.
Where'd you get all that medical terminology from?
Man, I got skills.
Somebody out there in Glacier National told you that word, didn't he?
I always got the thesaurus ready.
All right, 2nd down and 9. Fairley still in at quarterback. 2 receivers right side. Here's a snap. Fairley wanting to throw it. Tomcats. Oh, and near.
He actually caught it.
Yeah, he did catch it, but didn't gain any yards.
Didn't gain any yards.
No. He got it complete on the near side to McNair, I think it is. Yep, DJ McNair.
Charlie Pasley on the coverage. Came close to an interception.
Yep. Pasley, I think, had visions of grandeur there for a moment.
Whoa, visions of grandeur.
Well, after the diagnosis, I had to come out with something.
I hear hope Matt Stats is listening to this.
Oh, he was. He was, I forget what he was saying last night about a score in the ballgame. It was like 48-2. All right, here's the snap. Fairly under pressure, and he got the catch, but was he inbounds? The official says yes. Up at about the 42-yard line.
All right.
What a job by McNair.
All right, you got a big decision here, George County. First big decision of the night.
So McNair making the catch, walking the tightrope on the near side. 4th down and 2.
Woo!
I think they go for it. They're not going to punt here.
Okay.
Fairley's going to stay in. Clock at 6.5 minutes. Here's the snap and a give to Gaucher. Gaucher's got Tomcats all over him, and he's going to come up short. Tomcats able to get a little help over there. Leading the way for the Tomcat charge was Kenneth Boggs. And they drop him. Tomcats will take over.
And let's see if this don't spur on the offense right there. The defense is fired up, and let's see if that catches.
I think he lost a yard. They're going to mark him at the 43, so he actually lost a yard. Tomcats take over, 6:24 to go here in quarter number 3, and the Tomcats needing some offensive spark here. Anyway, Matt was saying that there's a word for the score when it's virtually impossible, like 48-2 or something like that. I forget what he said. I'm sure he'll text it to me here in a minute. Oh, he's got a man open, and my goodness. Wow.
Oh.
Josiah Beeman down the field all by himself. Xander put it there, and Beeman could not hang on. Wow.
Wide
Golden
open.
Opportunity missed for Beeman and the Tomcats.
All right, shake it off. Come back.
Yep, shake it off. 2 receivers right side, and now they'll flip around, and here is a wild Tomcat.
There's going to be a.
And I believe we fumbled it.
Oh, are you
Jaden Collins. Well,
I don't know what to say on that one.
That didn't work.
I am flabbergasted.
And so the Rebels will take over at the 44-yard line.
I thought for sure they'd get us with a false start or something, but
6:13 to go, and I mean, you miss a big opportunity like that, and then, wow. Tomcat defense back out here on the field.
That's got to be kind of deflating to the defense to get a big stop like that and then have to come right back on the field.
Here's a snap. Gaucher hit the backfield. Oh, and the helmet comes off for Caden Luster, I believe that is. Yep. Gaucher is dropped for a loss by Luster.
Helmet came off, but he didn't let go.
He sure did not. Loss of a couple back there.
We're going to have a heat timeout.
And it comes at 5:48. Second timeout coming up, or heat timeout coming up at 5:48. This will be the last night for the heat timeouts. They usually go away in October.
Good. When's the time change?
When does the time change? I think it's in November. Unless Trump signs another executive order.
Realty understands it.
I kind of like it. I hope they leave it alone. I like it when the time swaps. Gives you a little change of
Contact
things.
Karen Wright at 601-673-8695
But I will definitely find out.
or 601-508-2514, located at 502 Rattler Street, or visit KarenWrightRealty.com. Thank you to those businesses for your support.
And in less than a split second, Sunday, November the 2nd,
Okay.
we will fall back. 2nd down and 12. Gaucher.
Oh,
And
another helmet.
Gaucher runs into big number 99, and that guy has to wear a double bed sheet for a jersey.
God.
Jamal Rhodes. And Gaucher not going to run past him.
No.
He gets a yard.
Also number 10, the Williams linebacker.
3rd down 11 coming up here. And that's why you got that big guy right there in the middle. So you keep doing your job, sir. Single receivers both sides. Spadal back at quarterback. Got a man in stride and couldn't break the tackle inside the 25 down to near the 20-yard line.
Just a simple slant.
Yep.
Wide open.
Near side slant. And that was number 11, Grant Reeves.
All the defense is sucked in trying to stop the run. Popped a slant on him.
And he marked him right at the 20, picked up 25 on that play. Doubles to the right this time. Here's Gaucher. And Gaucher kind of get loose left side, and Gaucher picking up about 10.
That time Tomcats didn't wrap up on the initial hit. Gaucher was able to sprint out to the left side, pick up first down.
They're going to mark him, I think, at the 9. He picked up 11 on that one.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 9. George County knocking on the door. Once again, Stone County defense has got to step up here.
Under center is Spadal, and he's going to keep it himself. Just go straight ahead. He's down, looks like around the 4-yard line.
I mean, he got 5 yards, quarterback sneak. Then comes Rhodes.
Yeah, Rhodes making his way back in here.
Speedo with the quarterback keeper. Short gain on play, 2nd and goal for the Rebels.
It looks like they've got him spotted right on the 5-yard line. Speedall again under center. Turns and gives to Gaucher, and Gaucher is hit crossing the 5. He'll be down around maybe the 3-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 4.
Brandon Gaucher with a carry for the Rebels. Short gain, 3rd and goal for the Rebels.
It's just power on power, man on man here. 3rd down and goal from the 3.
All right, Rebels trying to punch it in here. 3rd and goal. Gaucher in the deep tailback slot. Speedall under center. Gaucher, right side, hitting the backfield and turned away at the goal line.
Oh.
Nope, they say he broke the plane. Looked like the Tomcats had turned him away, but they say he broke the plane. So George County has scored the touchdown.
Takes advantage of the Tomcat turnover. The key to that drive was the slant play.
Extra point attempt coming up here to make this a 13-0 ball game with 2:34 to go in the 3rd. Low snap again, but up and through the uprights this time. Leighton Freifogel. 13-0 George County.
All right, Tomcats have got to get on the board here.
Well, I don't know, Coach. I mean, it's easy for us to, stand there on top of the press box, say you should have done this, you should have done that.
But it's almost like we're beating ourselves, you know.
We are.
Miss a bomb.
We are.
Interception, turnovers. It's nothing that George County's defense is really doing to us. We're beating ourselves.
Mm. 21-7 Poplarville. Wow.
Boy, they will have a Hornet party if that holds up.
You can bet that. You can bet that.
Ocean Springs beating Biloxi 28-0. Poplarville 21-7 over Picayune. East Central 25-21 over Pass Christian.
All right, here's the kick. Going to be picked up inside the 5, and the Tomcats across the 25 out to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll mark him at the 28. Was that Collins?
It was.
Kickoff stop by number 15, Mark Harvey. Tomcats going to take over about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Tomcats.
All right, 2:28. Here comes the offensive unit back out for the Tomcats.
We've got a new quarterback.
Yeah, direct snap to Green, a reverse, and Collins hitting the backfield and thrown down at the 20-yard line. I'm telling you, Jaden Collins can't get anything going for him tonight.
It looked open there for a second, but I tell you, the pursuit from George County's defensive backs, they're just as quick and fast as our guys.
Wow. And that's got to be frustrating for Jaden. He muffed a punt, turned it over, fumbled a football on that razzle-dazzle play, and now got dropped for a 7-yard loss. Xander Howard back. Xander going to cut it upfield, and Xander going to take off running. He's got room 35-40, and Xander ridden out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Woo! Nice play by the quarterback right there. Using his legs, making something happen.
Yeah, Xander picking up 22 yards on that one. Gets the Tomcats a first down and some breathing room.
Purvis up over FCAHS, 20-10 right now.
Howard. And
Green met in the hole and dropped.
Picayune of a yard.
Picayune with a 70-yard touchdown run. They still trail 21-14.
Won't count them out yet. 2nd down 9 for your Tomcats here. Looking for a little bit of action. Doubles to the right. Howard going to leave it with Green, and George County just run blitzing.
Yeah, they are all over Green tonight.
That's J.P. Bolton with a stop for the Rebel defense again.
Do something different, guys.
Loss of a couple will play 3rd and 12 for the Tomcats.
Brings up another 3rd and 12. I kind of like the play where Xander drops back and just takes off.
Well, that's been a couple of positive yardage situations tonight.
And there he goes.
He's going to swing it out. He was not past the line of scrimmage, and Collins will get upfield. We'll see where they mark him.
Yeah, will that be enough for a first down?
He's going to be right at the marker. They're going to mark him short, though. It looks like they mark him at the 49.
Tomcats, no score. I want to mention our 4th quarter sponsors, Community Bank.
Where did they officially spot him? 49?
49.
We're proud
Yeah. So at the Rebel 49, that's a gain of 11. That'll bring us to the end of quarter number 3. We'll head to the 4th, and that'll give me an opportunity to remind you that Crown Care Communities is a proud Tomcat sponsor. Crown Care located at 918 Parkway Drive, offering you some fantastic personal care for your loved ones. If you have need of that, go by and see Danielle Sons and her staff there at Crown Care Communities. Proud Tomcat supporter over the last couple of seasons and offering the community a great service. Crown Care Communities, Parkway Drive there in Wiggins. All right, start of the 4th, and the Tomcats with a decision here, Coach.
It looks like they are going for it. You got to. You're down 13-0.
Well, you got to have something positive. They'll swap it around. The Tomcats will be headed left to right now. And here's a direct snap to Aiden Green again. There's a snap, and Green will have the first down yardage and more as he gets up near the 42-yard line or so.
There we go. Move them chains.
Where are they going to mark him? 42, 43. Looks like. Gain of 6 on that
They're
one.
going to mark him at 42.
Yep, looks that way. Gain of 7.
Tomcats picking up for a first down. It's 1st and 10, Tomcats.
Green approaching the 100-yard mark for the night. Xander Howard back in at quarterback. Wants to throw it. Good protection. He's going to go downfield again. And that's got to draw a flag, and it does. And the defender's like, what? What did I do?
Incomplete. Penalty flag on the play.
But who are they going to throw it on is my.
They got to throw it on the defender. The offensive guy was trying to get back to the ball.
Pass interference going to go against the Rebels. 15 yards from the previous spot.
That'll move the ball up around the 27-yard line. So Tomcats catching a break there. Yeah, just started the 4th quarter there, guys. 1st and 10 from about the 20. Now they're going to back it up. It should be the 27-yard line there, Zebra dudes. And they're going to set it at the 28. All right. Tomcats going to swap ends with the fullback, and here's Green, and Green's hitting the backfield. Back behind the 30-yard line. My word.
It just takes too long to develop, and George County's slanting the defenders. They get in the backfield, and Aiden's going to lose, what, 3 yards?
4.
4.
Well, they're going to spot him for 3. I mean, you swap your power to the right side, you run it in the opposite direction, and nobody blocks the right defensive end. Now it looks like a blitz from the left side on the defense. Howard steps back in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Going to swing it out near side. Got Beeman at the 26 and tackled immediately.
Well, hey, we completed it, though.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Motion across by Collins this time. Howard looking, pressure coming, he's going to have to avoid it, and Howard going to spin around, and he'll get inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Pick up a couple. Actually lost a couple, couldn't get away. So 4th down and 10. Who's that calling the plays for us? Dallas?
I think.
I think he needs to turn a page or something. I hadn't seen the play. Tomcats, there's a snap, and now they're going to blow this one dead. Timeout, Rebels. Timeout comes with 9:10 to go, as George County didn't have the defense they wanted out there, so they take the timeout. But it seemed like we had some different plays. I don't know. I don't keep up, with it that close, but had some different plays. I don't know if the Rebel defense is just blowing it up or what.
Well, this is the second game with Xander, so we really hadn't seen the full playbook. So I guess we're seeing some new stuff here, new wrinkles. Regardless, it's 4th and 10. You would think we got a pass here, but there's no telling what we'll call.
21-14 St. Martin with 8 minutes to go in the ball game.
Wow, they've come back.
All right, coming out of this timeout, 9:07 to go in the ball game. Tomcats still looking for their first points of the night. 4th down and 10 here. Howard, great protection.
Oh, he's got him.
Time.
He's got him.
And Rebels able to close. Howard couldn't put any zip on it. Defender closed, knocked it away, incomplete. Rebels take over.
If he'd have thrown it a little sooner, he had him wide open. But that fraction of a second gave the defender time to get over there. Just knock it away at the last second.
All right, so tough break for the Cats. The Rebels going to take over here, and they can just chew up clock.
And that's exactly what they'll do. These first 2 plays will be runs right up the middle.
All right. Speedall under center. Long snap count. Here's Gaucher. Tripped up. He'll get about the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 31.
Randy Gaucher to carry. Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Rebels.
If I'm the Rebels, I'm just taking my time here.
Oh, absolutely. I'll run it and I'll drain it all the way down every play. And that's probably what's going to happen. He left 10 seconds on the board. And Gaucher again. Left side, 34-yard line.
Brandon Gaucher to the carry again for the Rebels. Gain of a couple.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and about 4.
For the Rebels.
Clock approaching the 8-minute mark here to go in the ball game.
On those defensive backs, I'm watching the slant here.
Looks like the corners are going to swap sides. They're going to bring Jacoby Jones on the near side, send Boggs on the far side. Speedall back in the shotgun. There's a snap and play action over the middle and incomplete. And they tried to run the slant again, and that fell incomplete.
He kind of had it a little high.
Took a little wallop there at the end, but he bounced right back up. So now the Rebels going to punt it back to the Tomcats.
Tell you what, I'd send all 10 of them.
I'd put somebody back there to run it, though.
Right. Fabian, go back.
Well, they're telling him to. Now they're telling him to go back. There we go. Get somebody back there to get some positive yardage. There's a snap. Going to be a wobbly kick. It's going to hit and take a Tomcat bounce. Be touched dead near the midfield stripe. They'll mark it at the Tomcat 49-yard line.
All right.
So that was only a 17-yard punt for that young man. The Tomcats have 7:25 to work with to get some points on the board here.
And we're definitely in 4-down territory right now.
Well, I hate to tell you, but we are 2 for 3 on 4th down. That's not too bad, but 1 for 9 on 3rd down. Shotgun or pistol formation. There's a snap and play action. They'll blow this one dead.
Tomcats going to take a timeout.
Really?
Yep.
All right. So the Cats will take their first time out here in the second half. Unsure why, but they saw something they didn't like. That'll give me a moment to tell you that the Post on Pine has the game on tonight. All you got to do is run by there and check them out, enjoy the fellowship, have something good to eat, maybe something to wash it down with. Post on Pine there on Pine Hill in the old post office building. Find them on Facebook and stay up to date with all the goings on. They got a lot of stuff going on there. First Saturday Social will be coming up next week. So fall of the year, cooler weather. Ought to be a little more pleasant out there for that. So coming out of the timeout, single outs to both sides for Howard. Here's a snap, play action. Howard going to throw it. And can he get it over the top to him? And incomplete. Just not quite enough on it. Needed a little more on it, Coach.
And I would like to see Jaden run that. Yep. Beeman's not used to running that wide receiver position.
He's got to release it a little quicker, you know, and give him a chance. There's a snap. Here's Green. Green finding some room, and Green will have a first down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line.
There we go.
Well, they thought the Tomcats were going to throw it. So it opened up, picked up about 13 there. Now the Tomcats need to be Johnny on the spot. Let's go. There's a snap, and Green again, right side this time. He'll get to the 35 and no more.
Aiden trying that right side. Was able to pick up 3 or 4.
Second down, 7 coming up.
Clock at 6:45 and running.
One of George County's defenders comes out holding his collarbone. There's Collins in motion, and they get it to him. Collins following a blocker, top side, breaking tackles, and Collins out of bounds at around the 23-yard line or so. That'll go down as passing yards to Collins.
And they went to that side the defender came off the field from.
They're going to spot him, looks like at about the 22-yard line, Coach. Maybe the 23. Gain of 12 on the play and a Tomcat first down. Clock stopped at 6:27. Howard will take it, going to throw it, roll out near side, looking downfield, stops and fires, and that's going to be too far. And that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, he was in double coverage there. Luckily threw it over his head. But the clock will stop on the incomplete pass.
And that's where Xander, I think, has got to, I mean, he put it where nobody but the Tomcat player could catch it, right? Mm-hmm. And he was trying to hit Beeman down there. There's a snap, and here's a give to Green. Decides to bounce it further left. He'll pick up a couple.
Pick up a 3rd and long.
Looks like they're going to mark him around the 21-yard line. So a gain of 2. 3rd down, 8. And that's going to be the Heat timeout as we have made it to 5:58. So timeout on the field. Last Heat timeout of this season. Tomcats trailing at 13-zip. That'll give me an opportunity to remind you that Trinity Funeral Services is a proud Tomcat supporter. Offices in McHenry and in Lumberton. We hope you don't need us, but we're here for you if you do. With comfort, compassion, and care, and the best prices on final expenses anywhere around. We also do pre-needs. You can swap your pre-need at no charge, oftentimes saving you a bunch of money. Trinity Funeral Services, 601-928-5558. Here is Xander Howard, just going to take off running. He'll have the first down and go out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. That should brought a flag. But Howard gets down to the 7.
Howard showing his wheels tonight. First and goal.
Quarterback team is going to take it down about the 6-yard line. First and goal, Tomcats.
Tomcats knocking on the door here.
We'll see if they can do something with it. Howard to Green. Left side, cuts it inside the 5 to about the 4.
Got to hurry up.
Yeah, because we got to have 2 scores here.
Game about 3 to play. Second goal for the Tomcats.
There's a snap. Green again, left side, and he hesitated a little bit.
Yeah.
But he gets down to about the 3-yard line. Clock approaching 5 minutes here.
I'd have liked to score on this side of 5 minutes.
Third and goal for Tomcats.
All right, 3rd down and goal. There's a snap. Hendricks got him open on the top side, and it's picked off again. Hendricks is going to be back there, and he slipped and fell, and they'll blow it dead at the 40-yard line. But my goodness, you cannot lob it. You got to throw it. Wow. Intercepted at the goal line and brought back out to the 43-yard line. 4:42 to go in the ball game, and they're going to mark him back inside the 45 at, inside the 40 at the 39.
That first down is brought to you by Bill Tickets.
Good job, Aiden Green, going to pick his quarterback up on the sideline. Great leadership there.
Man, oh man. Snap of the ball, and Gaucher nowhere to run. Maybe a yard or so.
We got a
Tomcat down on the field. That looks like the big guy from here.
Jamal.
That'll stop the clock at 4:29 as they attend to him. We'll give us a moment to remind you of all our Tomcat sponsors. Ballman Auto Repair on Highway 49 there in Wiggins. If your car or vehicle is spitting and sputtering, go by and see Melissa and James. They can take care of that for you. Been in business quite a while there on the south side of Wiggins. Ballman Auto Repair. Also Crown Care Communities on Parkway Drive. Personal care and lots more. Go by and see Danielle Sanz and her staff at Crown Care Communities. The Post on Pine, they're on Pine Hill in Wiggins in the old post office building. You can gather there and watch the game on Friday nights. Get you something good to eat. First Saturday social coming up next weekend. And hopefully be some good cool fall weather for that, as October will begin in just a couple of days. Boy, this year has flown by, hasn't it?
It has.
And also Trinity Funeral Services, our 4 Tomcat sponsors this year.
Score update, Picayune 28, Poplarville 21.
Oof. I told you don't count them out. I told you don't count them out. I hadn't seen no Matt Stats chime in lately. Of course, he's probably, and that is Jamal. He's coming off under his own power.
A little wobbly.
Yeah, a little wobbling headed over there. Where we at next week, Coach?
St. Stanislaus.
We got to go down there too, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
Man. Down there on the bay, and the clock will get back underway from 4:29. And that's a false start. So that'll back them up 5 yards.
Penalty flag on the play. False start going to be on the Rebels.
Glad you joined us tonight. Sorry it didn't work out, or it hasn't so far. 4:21 to go. Tomcats no points on the board tonight, even though Xander Howard came back. Still not 100%, I don't think, Coach.
I don't either. Don't have the zip on the ball.
No, and he's been picked off a couple of times tonight, one for a pick six. Gaucher will come near side. Tomcats will drop him for a loss back inside the 35 to 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, the Tomcat defense has been put in some tough situations, but they have balled out tonight.
Third down, about 16 coming up here for the Rebels.
Tomcats can take a timeout.
And the Tomcats will stop it at 3:53, which they should have, you know, giving themselves a little bit of a.
Don't want to carry those timeouts back home.
No reason to do that. And that was, you know, that was another thing. Clock management last night for the Wildcats. Coming into the first half, you're leading by a point. Got the Bulldogs on their heels, and you've got the football. And you got time to make, you know, you don't have any timeouts, but you got time to run one, maybe two more plays. And they just decide to let it run out. So the Cats will be on the road again next week. We'll head down to St. Stanislaus, and you know what that means.
Whataburger.
The Orange W is in play. The official eating spot of Todd Miller. I think it's time for the triple.
We got to get a touchdown.
So if we get a touchdown next week, you're gonna tackle the triple.
My wife ain't listening, isn't watching this issue.
I don't know. I can't pull that up right quick. Well, just don't eat nothing all day.
Oh,
know?
yeah.
All right, third down and long. And the shotgun and another false start. That'll back them up even further. And so Rebels now find themselves going backwards.
5-yard penalty. Replay third down.
Who is the umpire? Oh, it ain't who I thought it was. All right. So third down in Agricola now for the Rebels. There's a snap and a give to Gaucher. And he got most of the penalty yards back up to about the 34-yard line.
All right, bring up a punting situation.
Fourth down and 15 here, and out comes the punter. Tomcats going to have 3:34, but the clock's still moving. Rebels going to take all this. The Tomcats will save their last time out. They may take another delay here. Certainly don't look like they're going to snap it.
He's going to call timeout.
Yep, and he'll take the timeout with 3:04 on the clock. Taking as much time as he could. So that's the second timeout for the Rebels here in the second half.
As you know, as daunting of a task, Tomcats still have time. One score, maybe an onside kick. I think we still got time to get back in this thing.
Well, like you said earlier, we have damaged ourselves tonight more than the Rebel defense has.
Right. Well, I mean, we've had, what, 2 picks.
We've shot ourselves in the foot so many times we don't have any toes left.
We got a fumble. We got a fumble on the punt. 4 turnovers.
We're going to have to start wearing steel-toed cleats.
Oh.
I was going to say that was better than that. You can do better than that. All right, here's a bad snap, and the Rebels are going to turn it over down around the 11-yard line.
We're not out of this yet.
Man, the Tomcats are going to get the football. A bad snap is going to give it to the Tomcats down around the 11-yard line. Wow.
Need a quick score right here.
Tomcats going to take over about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, Tomcats.
And that's where they will set up. So 1st and 10 from the 11, 2:59 to go. And like you were saying, not quite out of it yet, but we need to get the ball across that goal line. Empty backfield, Howard. He's going to roll out near side, pressure coming. Howard will go back the other direction, and Howard will just be sacked at about the 12 or 13-yard line.
Got to hurry up.
Yeah. Short loss on the play of about a yard or so. No urgency.
Come on, get the play in. Let's go.
There's a snap. Howard again, good protection. He's going to fire it out near side, and that's going to be caught. No, they wrestled it away from him. Wow. That'll stop the clock at 2:13, and a 3rd down and 11 from the 12.
3rd and 11 now for the Tomcats.
Man.
It was up for grabs. Jaden just unable to come down with it.
There's Howard, empty backfield again. Rebels only rushing 4. Howard's going to step up left side, sidearm it, intercepted again in the end zone.
And that's been the story of the night. Turnovers.
Yep. 2:06 to go. And you're not going to win very many when you turn the football over 5 times, Coach.
Nope. 5 turnovers on the night for the Tomcats.
3 interceptions and 2 fumbles. So not a good return for Xander Howard tonight. That 28-mile trip's going to be a long one. .206, and the Rebels take over again. Here's Gaucher hitting the backfield, and he'll push forward for a yard, maybe 2.
Gaucher with a carry for the Rebels. Gain of 4, going to be 2nd and 6 now for the Rebels.
144 in counting. The Tomcats have any timeouts?
One.
One.
Why stop it?
Yeah.
I mean, At this point, I'd just rather get on the bus and get out of here. I mean, this is almost horrendous. There's a snap, and no big surprise, Gaucher right side, and he'll bumble for a first down.
And that should do it.
That's number 1, Brandon Gaucher with a carry. Gain of 9 on the play. First down.
He makes it out to the 33-yard line. And all they got to do now is take a couple of knees. So victory formation here for the Rebels. And they've won 2 in a row, Coach.
Yeah.
And there's one knee by Spindall.
They'll have to snap it one more time. A 2-second differential.
So the Tomcats shut out here tonight by a whopping 13-0. And they're going to say that's it.
They're going to say that's it.
And the Tomcats will fall to 1-4 so far on the season, as the Rebels will win their second game in a row. Good sportsmanship. There's a team shakes hands at midfield. For George County tonight, Spindall 1 of 6, 25 yards. Fairley 2 of 2 for 7. McNair a couple catches, Reeves with 1. Gaucher 26 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown. Spindall 3 carries, 4 yards. Fairley 2 for -4. Easton Howell 2 for -2. On the Tomcat side of the football, Xander Howard 8 out of 22, 43 yards. No touchdowns. 3 interceptions. Aiden Green had a catch for 4, Collins 4 for 33, and Beeman 3 for 6. Missed a couple of golden opportunities there, and Aiden Green 25 carries, 111 yards on the ground. Jaden Collins 2 for -6. Howard 5 for 46 yards, and Amarian Fairley 5 for 30. Didn't see any more of him later in the ball game either, Coach.
No, he didn't, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Tomcats had 14 first downs to the Rebels 6. On third down, the Tomcats just 2 out of 12. That's not good. 3 for 11 for the Rebels. Tomcats 2 for 3 on fourth down. Rebels 0 for 1. The Tomcats managed 223 yards of offense, 114 for George County. 42 passing yards for the Cats, 32 for the Rebels. 181 rushing yards for the Tomcats, 82 for George County. 9 penalties tonight, 3 against the Cats for 20 yards, 6 against the Rebels for 45. Tomcats turned it over 5 times tonight, 3 picks and 2 fumbles. Well, 3 picks, a fumble, and a muff punt.
Right.
So it just wasn't good. 0 for 1 in the field goal categories, the Tomcats. 0 for 1 was the Rebels. Rebels punted 4 times, as did the Tomcats. Hendricks averaging 34.5, and Howell 28.5. Time of possession favored the Cats by about 7 minutes in the ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, we kept the ball, but like you said, third down conversions were just not there tonight. Turnover-wise, it's almost like Xander didn't have any zip on the ball, still suffering from that hand injury. And, we had it, at the 10-yard line several times tonight. We just could not put the ball in the end zone for whatever reason. And George County comes out with a win.
Well, you said it best. We shot ourselves in the foot. So why don't you see if you can look up some scores right quick for us. And we'll wrap up with a look at the scoreboard. Don't forget Southeastern Conference football tomorrow. A couple of big games coming your way. Golden Eagles back at home. Thanks again to all our sponsors, Trinity Funeral Services, Ballman Auto Repair, The Post on Pine, and Crown Care Communities. As Coach pulls up the scoreboard here. Going to be on the road next week, headed to St. Stanislaus. And so make your plans to make the trip down to the Bay Waveland area and support your Tomcats. Last preseason matchup before district play begins at home in a couple of weeks with Wayne County coming to Perkinston.
Well, just like the Tomcat offense, how you doing?
That's your state representative there.
Oh, okay.
Steve Lott.
How you doing, sir? Todd
He
Miller.
was a Tomcat supporter last year in the playoffs. Good to see you, Steve.
Y'all still on there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, we were at homecoming. My daughter was at homecoming.
Well, good.
I figured y'all might be up here. Just wanted to come out and say, hey, y'all doing?
Well, we appreciate you. Can't get the scoreboard? Man,
I had a turnover, too.
Well, let's see if I can find it right here for you real quick.
Well,
if I can get away from that. Is that it right there? The score?
Score stream? No, that's
not it. Yeah, that's not it. All these alerts keep popping up. There it is. Let's see if it'll come up for me.
Hey, come up for you.
All right, Perry Central, Tylertown got the best of them, 40-20. It was Gulfport 40, Pascagoula 13. That game still in the fourth quarter. St. Martin, I've got them trailing West Harrison 26-21 now in the fourth. So a big one there. Pass Christian 35, East Central 27 in the fourth. Van Cleve 69-18 over Moss Point. 69. Wow.
How the mighty have fallen.
Wow. Greene County 21, Gaucher 7. That was a halftime score. Let's see. D'Iberville, Harrison Central 42-6, a final there. D'Iberville winning that one. Ocean Springs got the best of Gaucher 31-6. Resurrection and St. Patrick. The Fighting Irish won that one 36-13. St. Stanislaus got blanked by Mobile Christian 52-0. And that's about all I can get. Everything else is coming up from other places. So that's from a couple of weeks ago. All right. Well, that'll do it from George County. Our thanks to Nolan Scott for camera operation tonight. For Todd Miller, I'm Wayne Fleury saying thank you for joining us for this edition of Tomcat Football. Game number 4. Yeah, game number 4. Yeah. I don't know why I can't add right quick. I guess I'm famished. No Whataburger between here and there either. All right, y'all make your plans for St. Stanislaus next Friday night. Until then, stay safe and a Tomcat for life. We'll see you next week for more Tomcat football. Good night from Loosedale.